We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep on the move past the 40 and finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. And his throw is incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton that time. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Again, it's Henry. There's the stiff arm. Fights through, and now a crease. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. A 3rd down gain of 19.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Got his target. That's Kohler. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Mayfield now from the 50. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They run straight ahead here with White. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now he's flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
First down, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 40. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Second down, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Roquan Smith, his second sack of the night.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They begin with Henry, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Shoves him aside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 27 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 20. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Mayfield on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, 49 yards. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Complete. It's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Jackson will throw again.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Now it's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield now. And that went to the right side and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Or they run the option on 2nd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
On the draw, here's White.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's 3rd down and 5. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Here comes 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This one taken in by Otten.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Mayfield.
And a dump off to White. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Baker.
And he's got it. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
Now Mayfield.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So now after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A first down carry for Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This a long one from 54.
it's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
On third down, a run from White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? And that's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 77 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so